Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
新年快乐!
Broadcasting from our studios in Shanghai, China. And although it's not technically our New Year, we'd like to wish you a very happy one from all of us at Chinese Pod.
Hello and welcome once again to Chinese Pod. My name is Kai N and beside me is...
大家好，我是 Jenny.
Hello Jenny, how are you?
你好 I'm very good. 我很好，谢谢。
你很好吗？
对。
Good. Now, today we have a beginner's lesson. Now, recently we've been having quite a few intermediate, even upper intermediate, but we're back to basics today.
Step by step.
Step by step. So we're going to give you a number of very useful phrases today. And we've chosen them on the basis of high frequency. That is, the ones you're most likely to hear. And, or in the case of the first sentence, maybe not hear so often. Could you just give us the first sentence, let's say 3 times, and then we'll look at the translation.
好，我来付钱。我来付钱。我来付钱。
Now,
That's the magical
why
phrase.
do I like the sound of that? 我来付钱.
And why do I never say it?
Exactly. Jenny just said it 3 times. That's more than I've heard you say it in all the time I've known you.
In this pretending situation.
Yes, of course. What does it mean? It means I'll pay. I'll pay the bill.
对
So let's break it down. So, 付钱 meaning
pay.
to pay. Now, could we look at the 2 characters there? So it's 4th and 2nd tone, right?
对，我们练习一下。
好。
付钱。付钱。
Now, literally translated means 付 means to pay. 钱 means money. So to pay money. In English, you don't need to say pay money. You just say pay. But in Chinese, you literally say 付钱 meaning pay money. Now, 我来.
这个是 let me.
Let me. That's very, very common. Let me do it. Or I'll do it.
对
Very common. So if the phone rings, 2 people look at each other, you can say
我来
means I'll get it.
Yeah,
right?
you can just simply say 我来
我来.
That'll do.
Or if, let's say something fell on the floor, essentially, let me pick it up. You go over, you'd say
我来
我来.
对
Okay. So, and one more time, let me pay or let me get this. Let me get the bill, you'd say
我来付钱
我来付钱. Very good. Very useful.
Yes.
It's a good way to give face in a restaurant, right?
面子
Means, yeah, when the waiter's coming around and who's going to pay, you say,
我来付钱
Yes.
对 Okay, what's the next one?
Well, there's one that is quite similar to that, and I think if you gave it to us maybe 3 times, please, Jenny, we could adjust our ears to the sounds of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
我请客我请客我请客
Now, this is another way of saying
Let me pay, let me get
it's
this.
something similar, yeah. So my translation, 我请客, my translation would be, it's my treat. Right? 我请客, or I invite you.
Yeah.
Right? So you might say to guys, all right, anybody want to go to the restaurant? And they might say, I don't know. You say, 我请客, meaning
I'll go.
I'm paying, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll all
Everybody
say,
wants to go.
Yeah. 我请客, mean it's my treat. It's on me.
对
It's on me. Yeah. One more time, please.
我请客
Now, 我 meaning me, 请 meaning to invite,
Yeah.
and 客, what does
Means-
客mean here?
It means a guest.
A guest. Okay. So 客人 is a
客
guest,
人
right?
对
Yeah. So 我请客. So I invite guests, literally translated, right? So could you give us those 2 phrases again? I'll pay or it's my treat.
我来付钱我请客
Now, so those are two extremely useful
Yeah,
phrases.
if you're feeling generous, so
feeling-
you need to extend your generosity.
Absolutely. And if you want to develop a network of friends in China,
关系.
yeah, absolutely. Take them to the restaurant. People love it here to go to a restaurant. So those are two very useful sentences. Now, I know we have lots more today, Jenny. Could you push on, please?
Of course, if you understand what Ken has just said about 关系 and 请客, you will say this phrase. 我明白. 我明白. 我明白.
Now, 我明白, translation, all right, means I understand or I see. Now, let's look at it literally. 我, as in I, 明白. What are those two characters? Could you tell us something about those, please, Jenny?
First of all, they're both second tones.
Good.
明 literally means bright. Bright light.
Bright light, yeah.
白 means clear or white.
White,
So
yeah.
if everything's bright and clear and white, of course.
Yeah, I'm bright and clear.
understand, yeah.
Now, in English, if you use I'm bright and clear, it would suggest I'm kind of fresh in the morning or something like that. But in Chinese, 我明白, I'm clear and white in that sense. It means
I know
I
what you're
understand.
talking about,
Exactly.
yes.
我明白.
Okay, the next one is also related.
Yeah.
我明白你的意思.
Welcome back to another installment of Chinese Pod Trivia. And the question for you is, for what test does Chinese Pod offer preparation services for? Is it A, the polygraph, B, the colonoscopy, C, the HSK test, or D, the CAT scan?
The CAT scan?
Ooh, sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, the HSK test. That's right, Chinese Pod will thoroughly prepare you to pass this rigorous test of proficiency in Chinese. ChinesePod.com/HSK.
我明白你的意思. So Ken, do you want to tell us what it means?
Okay, so 我明白 is the same 明白. It's I understand 你的意思. 意思 means meaning.
对.
Right? So 你的意思 your meaning. So 我明白你的意思 means I understand what you're saying.
I know what you mean.
I know what you mean.
Okay, so now shall we do something in the opposite? 我不了解. 我不了解. So you might have picked out there's 不 in there. So it's
Yes.
a negative.
It's negative. So I don't something 了解. All right. So I would translate 了解 as meaning to comprehend or to understand something, but you don't usually use it in the context of language. It's used more a situation I don't understand. If you
不
saw
了解情况.
情况 to
That's a very
understand
common
this-
phrase, the
yes,
situation.
situation. Even if you watched a movie, you didn't know what was going on. You say, "Oh, 我不了解." Okay, so one more time. I don't understand. I don't know what's going on.
我不了解.
了解. Okay, 我不了解. Good.
Let's try another easy one.
Okay.
我不明白你的意思. 我不明白你的意思. Now this fits nicely to what we've learned just now.
Yeah, so this is I don't understand
Your meaning.
your meaning. I don't understand what you're saying. 我不明白你的意思, 对吗?
Yeah. And this next one is very, very common. 我不知道. 我不知道. Meaning I don't know.
I don't know. 我不知道.
This used to be my answer for everything.
Oh, really?
So if you ask me anything, I'll be 我不知道.
我不知道. I don't know.
Yes. And let me teach you one more.
Okay.
我不清楚. 我不清楚.
So I'm not very clear.
Yes, 清楚 means
Clear. 很清楚.
清楚. 清楚.
Clear. So 我不清楚.
I'm not clear on
Not
this.
clear. So again, somebody might ask you, what just happened here? I don't know. I didn't see it. 我不
知道或者我不清楚。
对，我不清楚 means I'm not very sure. I'm not very clear. Okay, now, so those were some really useful expressions. Now, in the Learning Center, you can see some tons and tons of expansions there on those phrases, how to use them in the various contexts. Why don't we go through the list of expressions one time again, Jenny, for today? Would you lead the way, please?
Yes. 我来付钱。我请客。我明白。我明白你的意思。我不了解。我不明白你的意思。我不知道。我不清楚。
Excellent. So lots of high-frequency phrases there. Hope you found those useful. We'll be back again tomorrow with lots more where they come from. So from Chinese Pod, Shanghai, China, it's time for us to say 再见.
As usual, Chinese Pod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number 0071. So just go to www.chinesepod.com/0071 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/0071.